Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to another update on Bitcoin. Today actually I'm filming this video from Budapest in Hungary. It's my first time here in this fantastic city, Budapest, and gotta tell you, it's a very beautiful city. Alright guys, talking about Bitcoin, in this video what I want to address is the question which everybody pretty much is asking is, has Bitcoin reached maximum FOMO? In other words, has it reached a point of maximum fear of missing out, the maximum peak bullishness right now? We've seen Bitcoin recently surge just past the 9,000 level mark. In fact, it went just over 9,000 and has managed to drop back down a bit. As we managed to pull back from the 9,000 level. We managed to retrace back down to some key moving averages. Now, last week when I spoke with Peter Brandt, he said something quite interesting. In fact, let me play the clip for you.
I just think this is a market that's in strong hands. If we can pull back to 58.40, maybe. But I think there's a lot of people left on the sidelines that want to buy this market.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have a really big correction until you get FOMO in this market. And I don't think we've seen FOMO yet.
When do you think we might see FOMO? Perhaps so you think that perhaps FOMO or fear of missing out might be reached if we go above the highs, like if we go towards 9,000 or 10,000, right?
Yeah, I think that for sure would do it.
So as you heard in that clip, Peter Brandt actually said last week that Bitcoin probably has not reached maximum FOMO. Now that was last week, and in fact he was right. Bitcoin has surged higher, as we saw. It went past its previous triangular formation and hit the next key level of resistance. So the question is, have we reached a point of maximum FOMO? Have we reached peak bullishness so far? In other words, have we reached a point where we could have a major retracement in the price of Bitcoin? My personal feeling is that we have not yet reached maximum FOMO, although that remains to be seen in the price action over the next few days. But the bottom line is that it's beginning to look as though we're getting close. We need to look at some of the evidence. We can see from a latest report from Jason Geppert, as you can see from this chart, courtesy of Jason Geppert, we can see that in fact sentiment readings have reached, very extremes. We've seen maximum bullishness in sentiment readings, and these sentiment readings, in fact, when they reach such high levels, often tend to be contrarian indicators. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, come on, Alessio, we've seen these sentiment readings before, but they cannot be ignored, guys, because these, whenever sentiment reaches such extreme points of maximum or indeed extreme bullishness, that is usually where we might see turning points or indeed major reversals. The higher time frames on Bitcoin, like the monthly charts, the weekly charts, have reached also extreme overbought readings. Yes, I know that Bitcoin has tended sometimes to ignore these overbought readings, but again, that just means that the risk of a potential major reversal has perhaps increased. So perhaps it could be argued that we're reaching a point where we might see some major retracement, some major reversal in the price of Bitcoin. We've certainly reached 2017 extremes in sentiment on Bitcoin. But in fact, when I spoke with Peter last week, he was the opinion that perhaps maximum FOMO won't be reached until we hit perhaps higher levels, like the 9,500 to 10,000 levels. Now, 9,500 on Bitcoin is a key level of resistance. Why? Because it's a 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. It's possible to argue that perhaps Bitcoin won't reach maximum FOMO until we test those levels, maybe the 9,500 levels. But again, it's a matter of hurry up and wait and seeing if Bitcoin can actually get to those levels. So if the question is, have we reached maximum FOMO? It's possible to argue we're probably there or getting close, if not completely reached it just yet. The reason I'm making this point about Bitcoin reaching maximum FOMO is because what we're expecting in potentially in the next few weeks, or maybe the next couple of months, is a major retracement in the price of Bitcoin. We've seen this massive rally, but again, not much of a retracement, not much of a pullback, or even a correction to this rally. That's what we're talking about. The bottom line is, if we've reached a point of maximum FOMO or peak bullishness on Bitcoin, as far as this rally is concerned, then very likely we should be on our way to starting some kind of a retracement, some kind of pullback, indeed a 50% to 61.8% retracement soon, if perhaps not in the next few weeks. The bottom line is that Bitcoin seems to be holding pretty strong at the moment. As Peter said, it might still push towards the 9,500 level and the 38.2% retracement, or even the 10,000 levels before we hit maximum FOMO. So it's a matter of just being patient and waiting to see those levels get hit. Probably Bitcoin is approaching or getting to the point of maximum FOMO if we have not already reached it. All right, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you guys in the next update.